Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to watch Cosmic Cassie. I'm just gonna move this over just a little bit here. It's crooked. Thank you for coming to watch Cosmic Cassie. I'm going to be doing the Gemini read for the new moon in Leo, which is on the 28th, depending on where you live. Might as well just dive right in. I'm going to do 2 rows. The first row is going to be those immediate energies, the day before, the day of, the day after the new moon. That's where the energy is at its peak. The second row is going to be essentially the energies that are after the new moon and what you can do with those energies. What's the best thing for the Gemini collective to do and utilize those energies that are available during the new moon here. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, thank you for watching Cosmic Cassie. If this resonates, definitely like and subscribe. I don't think anyone ever shares videos. I don't know. Okay, first card out, we have 3 of Wands. Let's keep going. I'm hearing 3 to 5 cards. Hopefully not like how I was with Pisces. When I was doing Pisces reading, I was just literally cards throwing everywhere. I was so sloppy. The deck was sloppy. I couldn't hold on to the cards. I was like, what's going on? Oh, maybe that's why I said 3 to 5, right? So not positive on the order here, 100%. Okay, so we have 3 of Wands, the Fool, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Let's go ahead and pull for that second row. Okay, second row. What is Gemini need to know how to use new moon Leo energy? How can Gemini use new moon Leo energy? Okay. Gemini, just so you know, I took a brief pause there because they told me slow down. But I don't think that was because I normally always go really fast when I'm shuffling and channeling. But for whatever reason, they're telling me to slow down. Slow down. So maybe you guys are doing something where it's like this energy is doing the opposite for you, where it's slowing you down rather than speeding you up. The new moon is in Leo, so the energies that are available, a lot of the signs have been using this energy to make rapid, sudden changes with things. Which one? This one? This one? To make rapid, sudden changes, because the energies that are available, it leaves you feeling very confident, very energized, motivated, determined. You feel like you can do anything, you can accomplish anything. Your fear barriers are significantly less. I won't say they're gone, but they're less. They're telling me to pull this deck. This is Angel Answers, which there's one other sign that I use these for, and I can't remember which sign it is. They're telling me to pull these separately. The other sign, they actually had me pull these as the main cards. How many? 3. Look at that. Exactly 3 is what flipped over here. Okay, so I'll just put these to the side over here until we know what those are going to be for, because I really don't know why I'm supposed to hold those. And then I'm clarifying with these. Okay. Clarifying with the same deck. I don't know what you guys got going on, Gemini, but have not been doing any of the readings like this. Okay, let's go ahead and start with 3 of Wands. So again, this top row is when the energies are at its peak. That's when you're really feeling it. So that's going to be the day before, the day of, and the day after the actual new moon comes up. So starting with the 3 of Wands, I definitely feel like there is the very first message I'm getting is Spirit's telling you that either there's something that you do need to take action on. I don't know that you actually see what it is that you need to take action on, but they're telling you now's the time. Now's the time. No more delay, no more waiting, no more pushing it off, no more ignoring it, no more letting go. Now's the time to take action. I immediately get from that card, you need to move. You need to take action. You need to do this. there's like something else here. There's like an underlying energy, and it's weird. I can almost like, I can taste the energy. That's odd. I can taste it. Like I can taste the words of the energy, but I can't like actually formulate the energy here. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. It's something. They're trying to relay what it is that you need to take action on. Oh, this is odd. I don't know. I've never tasted words before, so I'm not understanding. I'm not getting it. Sometimes you don't get it. Sorry. If it comes to me later on, if I'm like able to actually translate it and like speak it, I will. They're telling me use your communication skills. Use your communication. That's what Spirit's telling me. Okay, so 3 of Wands, immediate message here: take action, move. Okay. It's almost like it's not take action to end something. It's taking action. It's almost like it's ending it, but it's not ending it. Transformation is what they're telling me. Like what I'm getting is like it's like an ending, but it's not an ending. Like you're putting an end to a situation within a situation, but you're not actually ending the situation. If that's a lot of situations. So like let's say you're dating someone and this person you're dating someone and this person yells a lot. You're putting an end to the yelling. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're putting an end to the yelling. And you know this is something you need to do. It's like, I'm putting an end to this. This is going to stop today. No more. I don't feel you're giving an ultimatum, but it's like some way, some shape, you're able to just put an end to something. But you're not putting an end to the relationship. Like you're still having the relationship. You're still with this person, but you're putting an end to the yelling. You're like, nope, we're not doing this anymore. Moving forward, it is done. And it's like a solid ending, like a solid done. Like, and it's weird. It's not like the word ending is not the right word, but like it is the right word. Wow. Okay. So I'm not going to get too much more into that because there's way more cards to go through. So I'm going to clarify you. I don't clarify for me. I clarify for you. I channel the messages, so I don't really need the clarifying card. I more so pull that just so that you can visually see that my channeled message does align with the card. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. So exactly, this is like the ending, but so the interesting thing, like the 5 of Pentacles is all about like lack and ending and like being left out in the cold. But if you see these pentacles are like roped onto the tree, like there's no way these pentacles are going anywhere, but they still experience lack. They still experience like they can't grow, they can't move, they can't expand. So maybe that's, so that's the same energy as like the 3 of Wands here. Odd. Okay, so it's almost as if like whatever you have is solid, but there's something within that situation, within that relationship, within that experience where it's like you need to put an end to something. You need to let something go within it in order for it to thrive and expand and grow and move. If you don't let go of it, if you don't put an end to whatever it is within the situation, it's going to stagnate. It's not going to go anywhere. And I feel like it's actually going to come to an end here. So then up next, we have the Fool card. The Fool is all about trusting, leap of faith. It's about like knowing that you can do something. She's blindly walking towards the end of the cliff here. And if you see the planet in the background, they're like drawing my attention to that planet. And I think that it looks like Uranus, but I don't believe Uranus has a ring. And so I'm assuming it's Saturn here. Blue planet, Saturn, okay? And what is Saturn? Finances? Jupiter is luck. Saturn is more strict, like goals, schedule, routine. I could be wrong, but So it's almost like, and she has a white rose and she's letting the white rose go. So it's almost like with the white rose, what I'm resonating with is it's like the Fool card is asking you, okay, now that you know what it is that you need to let go of, it's time to take action on this. Trust that what you're doing is right. It's time to drop the little innocent act, because I do feel like it's almost like you're playing innocent. You're playing like victim here. You're playing like the white rose to me is representing like purity, but it's like you're not actually pure. You're holding the rose to almost create like a cloak of purity, a cloak of innocence, and that's what the rose does for you. So it's like, hey, it's time to drop the rose, and it's time to take a leap of faith and get more serious, get more truthful, get more aligned, like create a plan here, create something here. And oddly enough, and they're pointing this out to me, and so I'm just going to show you, but I keep this picture. I have like all these little shelves over here. I don't know if you can see them, but I keep this picture. It was actually it was a gift from her name's Annie, but I brought a tarot deck from her, and she actually created this for me as a gift for buying the tarot deck. And I got it with the deck, and it's like my own personalized light code message, right? And so I always keep it here, and I have it like on a love block. But they're pointing it out to me because the similarities of this card and this image are so similar. I don't know if I'll try to get it out of tilt, if you can see it here. And then like in the actual photo, there's a star right here that she's reaching for, and you can see the sun is here, and the sun is a star, and it's like she's looking up and Saturn is here, but she's looking up and the stars in the same place, the position's in the same place, her hands are open, she's letting go, she's releasing, same thing. So it's kind of odd how that's exactly like the same, and they're pointing that out to me. So I think there's a huge message here of like, it's time to, because to me, the way that this light code image resonates for me is like, you have so much power and ability, and like you have the ability to create your own stars, to like, you don't have to wait for the star to come to you. Like you can go and you can grab that star yourself. You have the magic, you have the ability. It's a very like divine feminine energy that I get from it, where it's like you are just in your energy, that it's like that Empress energy, that High Priestess energy. Like, you know who you are, you're divine, you're loved, and you are just trusting and flowing and going. And that's why you're able to pull the stars like out of the sky as you move. And so that all comes with love. That all comes with love, and it starts with self. So I feel like the Fool here is saying that, like, in order to take action on this and to put an end to whatever it is that you need to, in order to do that, the first thing you need to do is trust yourself, and then be real with yourself, and actually start that journey, that path where you're working on yourself. Like, because if you're showing up in a situation as pure and innocent, it means you don't have to do any work, because you're not the guilty one. Like, you're not the one with dirt on your hands here, right? So when you have that mentality, you never feel like you have to do the work to improve, to move, to go, to do things differently. You rely on everyone else, and you expect everyone else to do it for you. So Gemini, I'm really getting like a strong energy of like, the Fool is letting you know, like, you have the power within you, but it starts with like wiping away the self illusions. Like, do not be disillusioned by what you're creating or what you're believing here. You are not as innocent as you believe you are. It's time to drop the innocent act and get serious about what you're trying to accomplish here, and then go for it, and then move with it. Take that leap of faith here. Really quick, we'll go ahead and get a clarifying card for the Fool, please. For Gemini, clarifying card for the Fool for Gemini. Oh, I shouldn't have pushed that in. That card was like calling out to me there. I was about to grab it, but out of habit, I pushed it right back in. Thank you. So cards that came out, we have the Page of Cups and we have the King of Swords. So to me, that's like exactly the same energy that I was talking about here. So the Page of Cups is all about dreaming. It can be about like being in an illusion, because typically there is a fish coming out of that Page of Cups. And so it's like, yeah, this is like a dreamy kind of love offer. Like, it's not a real love offer. It's like the beginning journey, the beginning piece of love. So you're kind of imagining imagining it, you're dreaming it up, and you're like thinking this is how it could be when, rose-colored glasses here, right? And so I think that's how you're viewing yourself in this, like, that innocent ways. Like, so this Page of Cups is going to be the same as that white rose, right? That's going to be like, oh, I'm like dreaming up the situation where I'm just, I'm awesome and great, and like, I don't have to change anything. I don't need to put any hard work in, it's all just dreamy, and we'll just let it be dreamy, and we'll imagine and think about it and all the great stuff, whatever, right? And then the King of Swords is going to be the same as Saturn, which, dare I say, the ruling planet, because King of Swords is an air sign, the ruling planet for the air sign for it is Saturn. Maybe. I actually think, is it Aquarius? I don't know. We won't get stuck on it too much. I've been like doing a lot more with numerology as well as my natal chart, and so I'm trying to like vaguely remember it after I like went through so many different planets and stuff like that. Anyways, so the King of Swords, right? So same as Saturn, it's that energy. Like, stop being so dreamy. Get out of your head. Get out of your imagination. Let's get real here, okay? Let's get real. Let's get strategic. Let's be truthful with ourselves. Let's be truthful with everyone else. Let's see the situation for what it is. Like, no BSing. But the difference is from the King of Swords to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is more like, I'm ready to like chop anyone down that comes to me with any like BS, right? The King of Swords is more like, no, let's create a strategy and a plan. Like, even if you're on BS, I'm going to pull you out of that BS, and we're going to create a strategy and plan to work around it, okay? So she's like, I'm going to chop your head off, and he's like, nope, I'll work with you, and we'll make it happen, right? Because she's more internal and he's more external, him being king. So, and then up next we have the Nine of Pentacles, and so it's almost like as soon as you're able to put an ending to whatever it is that needs to be end, and you start trusting in yourself, you take that leap of faith to really see the situation for what it truly is here. You gain more confidence, you gain more self-awareness as well as self-love here. And I feel like when you're gaining those things, it actually starts to transform your life, because your internal energies are going to start to attract a different external energy, and that external energy is going to bring in a lot of abundance. It's going to bring in a lot of stability and foundation, security for yourself. I'm getting like a lot of the root chakra here, heavy root chakra, where it's like it's time to really get grounded. It's time to really get stable and feel secure, feel good where you're at, like feel happy with where you're at. But it's not just happy, it's like having that solid foundation to fall back on here. And that's where that Nine of Pentacles energy is coming in at. It's like, hey, if you get real with the situation and you see it for what it is, everything's going to start to change, and you're going to start attracting situations to put you in a Nine of Pentacle energy here. Let's clarify Nine of Pentacles. Thank you. That was fast. I love it. Six of Pentacles is all about balance, equal give and take. So it's almost like this is your internal energy, right? Your internal energy turns into a Three of Pentacles. So now the universe is going to match you, and it's going to give you Three of Pentacles. It's going to, if your internal energy turns into three, guess what? You're going to start attracting three, not literally, figuratively, but just because that's like the energy I'm getting off this card. So it's like, once you start to transform, because even with the flower, that's about growth, that's about renewal, that's about long-term longevity, health, right? So that's all about the internal. If you transform the internal, the external will naturally follow, okay? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, and again, that's that one pentacle to get you to the 10 pentacles. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, it's more of like a Ace of Pentacle. Someone's not offering this to you and you're not obtaining it. I'm kind of confused why it's here. It feels out of place. It feels out of place. It feels like it's, thank you. Okay. So so they're saying like, once you get into this Nine of Pentacle energy here, where you feel abundant, you feel independent, you feel stable, you feel secure, you have a lot of self-love, like you're really doing that healing and you're building and growing yourself up here. When you do all of those things, there is going to be, so aces are like the potential, and pages are like the first step into the potential, like actually manifesting it, creating it, making it real. The ace is just like a potential. It's an opportunity. It's a thought. It's something that's possible, but it's not possible until you actually take that first step to make it possible, okay? To like make it 3D reality here, right? So it's like once you're in this beautiful Nine of Pentacle energy, suddenly you're getting like like a download of something that you're supposed to do. Like spirit's like shoving an idea into your head and it's like, hey, that's a good idea. Go that direction, right? So it actually is opening you up to receive messages easier. And that's what that Ace of Pentacles is. So it's like it's not being given to you. It's not. And I don't know how each of you are on your own as far as trying to figure out how you're going to get the message. But I am getting it's like it's a download from spirit. So it might show up like as a synchronicity. It might show up as someone talking to you and they mention something, or you might read something somewhere like and it triggers a thought, right? But it's like once you're in this very healthy energy, it's almost like spirit is now trusting you to take this thought and really find a way to grow it, to nurture it. And that's when you have the Queen of Cups. I won't get too far ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and pull a card for Ace of Pentacles here. Thank you. And this did come out in the reverse. I typically don't take reverses. Look, I was holding the whole deck upside down, so that lets me know that it should have been in the reverse here. So we have the Tower. The Tower is all about like rapid, sudden changes. Tower is not always bad. I actually think the Tower is a beautiful card. I don't think we connect all the time with what a tower actually looks like in our lives and what happens. And so we see the Tower card and we give it this like energy and this thought and this belief that it's like, oh my God, rapid, sudden change. But it's like when you actually reflect on your life, Gemini, and you look at the Tower moments you've had, it's actually quite beautiful. And it makes you appreciate the Tower moments. It makes you appreciate those things that suddenly ended out of nowhere. Because typically the things that ended out of nowhere are the things that we just were not aligning with anymore. They were hurting us. It was toxic. It was pulling us down. Like we internally, like really internally knew, like, I don't want this anymore. But sometimes as humans, human nature, we really struggle to communicate those things or to put those things into action or actually to do it. Sometimes we feel bound to someone or we feel obligated to a job, like a contract. We don't feel like it's right to break something or to tear it down. And so sometimes the universe comes in as like a helping hand to actually support us in what we already know we want. We just have a really hard time with figuring out, how do I justify breaking something down and destroying it, like that's a hard thing to do sometimes as a human. So when you actually apply it to your life, the Tower actually is a very beautiful thing. Like I mentioned, I was holding the whole deck upside down and it did come out in reverse. I typically don't read reversals, but I feel like there was a reason I was holding that deck upside down and it came out that way. So the Tower in reverse is more about resisting change. It's about trying to avoid or like you're changing something at the last minute. You're like enacting it yourself so the universe doesn't necessarily need to come in and do it for you. Like you're finding a way to do it. And I feel like that's what this idea that they're giving you a download on. Like this is the step before the Tower, right? They're like, okay, we're going to give you this message, and this message is going to tell you what you need to do to move forward in order for you to create and enact the change how you want to, when you want to, and where you want to. It's like the universe is essentially giving you the reins, and it's like, okay, I'm going to give you the reins. Let's see what you do with them. But if you don't do what I'm telling you that you need to do, I'm going to take them back and we're going to have a Tower here. And so I feel like that's exactly what it is. They're giving you a little bit more control in the situation than you might realize by giving you this download. And this is going to be the very first step that maybe guides you in a different direction or creates more epiphany moments for you, something like that. Only you'll know what the Tower moment needs to be here, like what it is that needs to be released, which it could translate back to this, but I actually feel like it's a separate energy. Like I feel that it's a different energy. I don't feel it's the same thing. I feel like this, what it's telling you to take action on, to end, I do feel like you're doing that. Like that's happening. Or at least you're creating a strategy or a plan or thought around it. And that's where you have that King of Swords coming in, right? But I feel like this is an idea that is meant to like maybe like set you on your path or show you your purpose. And so if you don't listen to the idea and actually do it or take it, that's when the tower moment happens, because the universe has to find a way to get you on the right path. They're trying to give you a message and communicate to you so that you can put yourself on that path. But if you can't do that, then they're going to do it for you. And then next up, we have the Queen of Cups. So it's almost like you need to nurture this idea. When you get it, invest in it, feel it, like emotionally invest in it. And it's okay to do that. Like they're telling you it's okay to really like nurture this like a child. Okay. Look at this idea like your new baby, and just put your full energy, attention, and love into it. Build it up and grow it, and you don't have to share it. That's the most important thing here, Gemini. You don't have to tell anyone about it. You don't have to share it with anyone. It's meant for you and only you. So if you don't want to tell people about it, if you don't want to allow other people to help you on this, that is your decision. You can do it by yourself, and you can also do it in secret here. But it's like, it's time to really nurture it. It's time to really put your emotions into it. Okay. It's time to really allow it to be the divine intervention that it can be for you. Okay. Clarify Queen of Cups. I had a hard one getting that out. Thank you. We have Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is all about like celebration, rejoicing, coming together, emotional investment. It's a card of like, it can be a card of events. So maybe this idea has something to do with you planning and creating something that eventually leads to an event that pulls people together to celebrate. Only you will know, but it is that card. It's double emotion here, right? And then we have double pentacle. Excuse me. Double pentacle. So it's like, keep in mind that once we get to this idea, the energies are starting to really align here. Even they're just starting to really align here. So this is something really important. It's something that's going to change everything for you. It's going to change your path, change the direction here, whatever this idea or download that Spirit's giving you. So this is the energy that you're going to most likely experience. Like, it doesn't mean that all of this is going to happen instantaneously. What it means is that that's the energy you're going to feel. You're going to maybe be pulled and feel like, I need to go left instead of right. And that's where you're going to see a billboard that, boop, that's the download, right? You're going to feel like, okay, I have the power, the confidence to take charge of the situation and put an end to something that's happening within the situation. I have the power to see the reality of what this situation looks like. I feel the urge and the need to reflect and figure out what's actually going on here. And it's time to take the glasses off. You know, like, you're feeling those energies. That doesn't mean they're necessarily happening. Okay. We're at 28 here. Okay. Second row, the lingering energies, the energies left over after the new moon, and what you can do with them, how to use them. There was only one that really popped out a lot here. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'll take it. I was like debating if we're supposed to take that or put it back. So the first card out here, we have the Hermit in reverse, and we have Ace of Cups clarifying it. The Hermit in reverse is someone who they no longer need to be isolated. They no longer need to go within. They no longer need to withdraw and have that deep introspection by themselves. They don't, like, it's like they've almost done that already. And so now they can come out, they can be social, they can share what they've learned, they can express themselves. They know where they're going. They know where they're at. And that's one way to look at the Hermit in reverse. There is another way to look at it, but we're looking at it that way because that's the energy that I'm feeling here, is that you've already figured out what it is you need to. And so now it's okay to be social. It's okay to share what you've learned and what you've experienced here. And that's where that Ace of Cups is coming in, because it's almost like, because you did that work and you figured it out, when you come out of that shell and you start to really pop out more, it's like, wow, I feel really good. I feel so fulfilled. My cup is totally full. I feel abundant. I feel energetic and loved and happy. like going within and figuring it out is really what's allowing you to have this like emotional fulfillment here in your just daily life, your daily interactions, your daily relationships, things like that. So it's really asking you to not stay in like an introspective, reflective kind of nature here. Gemini and Virgo do rule the same planets, and they're Mercury, it's communication. So you both have similar energies where you can tap into them the same way. So the same way that Virgo can go introverted and like go within, so can Gemini, right? So it's like it's letting you know that the energies after this new moon, they're gonna make you more social, which absolutely is a Leo trait, and that's okay because you've already done the inner work here. And then we have Page of Pentacles. So again, this comes back to whatever this idea up here was and the need for you to nurture that idea. The Page of Pentacles is all about I've planted that seed, I've planted that idea, like I've done something with it, and now Page is that first step. I don't really know what I'm doing. It's the beginning of the journey. I don't know how to do this really. Maybe I need to look up something. Maybe I need to research more. But it's that initial investment into something, right? It's that very first step. I'm now taking action on this, whether it's creating a website, making phone calls, creating like a pamphlet, like whatever it is for you. It's that first step of really making that opportunity, that thought, that idea come to life here. Go ahead and clarify Page of Pentacles for me. Okay, High Priestess, like you're intuitively going to know what you need to do action-wise to start investing in this idea. You don't need to, it's good to do research always, but it's letting you know like Spirit is not just going to abandon you once they give you the download. They're walking with you. They're going to keep giving you messages and downloads so that you can really learn and figure out what you need to do with this. And they're going to continue to guide you down the right path here. Because remember, they're keeping a close eye on you to make sure that they don't need to take in and grab the reins back and make a tower moment. They're keeping a close eye on you guys, Gemini, to make sure that you're not straying off the path, because Geminis can get a little flighty, they can get a little distracted. And so they're really standing next to you, like helping you and guiding you and showing you where you need to go. Nine of Wands, I immediately get like a protection energy, like you're protecting this idea. You have to make sure that you are not just nurturing it, but like make sure that you are protecting it from people's negative mindsets, their opinions, their thoughts. If it tears you down, if it's a situation that's not good for you in this new path, like you need to just leave it alone. And that's where we're getting into the Eight of Cups here. But again, I won't jump ship. Let's go ahead and clarify Nine of Wands for Gemini. Thank you. Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of... That is so funny. I won't, it's inappropriate. I won't say it. But I was thinking about this card. It's so funny. And then it came out. So this is like, to me, Eight of Wands is typically a good card. It's like, a lot of action, messages, communication. In this situation, the way I'm seeing it is like, these are all like coming in to attack. Like these are all random energies coming in at different times, saying different things, having different thoughts, opinions, ideas, whatever it is. They're all coming down and they're like, hey, I heard you're planting a pentacle here. I heard you're planting a seed. Let me look so I can, judge it, so I can criticize it, so I can tell you how to do it, so I can tell you what not to do with it, so I can tell you it's a stupid idea altogether. Like these are messages in communication that is coming in to hinder you, okay? Get that clear, hinder you. And Spirit's really telling you, like, make sure you're guarding yourself. Make sure you're putting up those walls with the right people in the right situations where you are protecting your idea, you're protecting yourself on your new journey, because there's absolutely, there's always like a thing where as soon as you start to transform your energy and like end a cycle or something, everyone from that previous cycle that you're ending, they just feel you moving on, and they all want to pop up at the same time to try to pull you right back in with them, right? They're like, no, don't leave yet. We can do one more cycle here. Like, we can do about this one more time. We pull you back in. And I feel like that's what this is. You're finally leveling up. You're moving. You're doing something totally different here. You're ending some kind of cycle. You're ending some kind of pattern. And Spirit's really guiding you. And they're teaching you how to stay on this path. And everyone that you're leaving behind is like shooting at you. Like, hey, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Let me like see how I can sabotage this. Okay. They don't know that they're doing it consciously all the time. Some do, some do not. So try not to hate them for it. The Eight of Cups is like Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups, right? Walk away from any of those energies that are not serving you. If any of those energies are not fulfilling for you, they do not help you grow and succeed, you need to let them go and walk away here. Take these. No. Okay. Clarify Eight of Cups. Thank you. So it's like Four of Cups. Yeah, you need to disassociate yourself. Do not give in, because the Four of Cups is like the apathetic and bored, right? Be apathetic and be bored. Do not get involved in the drama with these people. These people are here to pull you back down. They're here to draw you back into whatever you're coming out of, okay? If you do that, Spirit will absolutely take the reins back and create a tower moment for you. We don't want to do that. So it's a very clear message and warning here for me that I'm seeing. It's like, yes, nurture and grow this. Keep your ears, your mind, your heart, your soul open for communication. So try to like maybe practice some spirituality, some meditation, divination, like whatever it is that you do. Just do a little bit more of it so that you're open and clear and ready for those messages that are guiding you. But you also need to make sure you're protecting yourself and your ideas here. And I think that's why up here they were letting you know you don't have to share it with anyone. You don't have to tell anyone about it if you don't want to. They're giving you the go ahead to keep this a total secret and just do it by yourself on the low. Okay. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's them letting you know that because they already know there's going to be a lot of people coming after you, trying to stall you here, trying to stop you. I don't know why I just like to shuffle. So now these cards make a little bit more sense, right? So we have the angel cards. The situation will improve. Ask for help from others, and there's something better. So I feel like the situation will improve. That's quite literally letting you know, like this very first step here, like the situation will improve if you actually take action. If you do what they're telling you to do, their spirit is immediately starting out in this reading, telling you it's time to take action. They're already communicating with you here. So they're letting you know the situation will improve if you take action, if you actually do what we tell you to do, if you listen to those synchronicities, those messages, those hints of doubt, whatever. Do that and it will improve for you. Ask for help from others. I feel like this is when you're kind of bossing up into this Nine of Pentacles energy. It's like you may not fully trust yourself or know how to do it. Because once you get very clear, I feel like you're going to be in kind of like a hollow place where you're like, I don't really know what to do from here. Like, I corrected this situation and now I'm seeing the reality of the situation I'm in. Now, like, what do I do now? And I feel like it's people that are going to be coming in and possibly giving you opportunities. And that's where like this Six of Pentacles comes in. How I was telling you, like, you're going to get opportunities in order to level up to Nine of Pentacles. I feel like that's where ask for help from others is coming in, is there's going to be outside people coming in and they're like giving you these opportunities. Don't turn it down. Don't feel like a pity case or like whatever the circumstances or reason is that they're offering this to you. It's an offer from the universe. Take it if it aligns with you. Okay. Don't self-sabotage by like adding your ego into it and then be like, yeah, I'm good, I don't need that, right? And last thing is there's something better. I feel like that something better is a direct resonation with these down here. All these people that are coming in, it might be old exes, old coworkers, old bosses, old friends, like all these people that you haven't seen, that you haven't talked to in quite a while, but you remember having like a kind of toxic or stressful or negative kind of experience with them. They're going to be popping up randomly like, oh, hey, how you doing? What's going on? You're leaving us? No, don't leave us yet. There's something better. It's like, it's reassuring you there's something better than where you're at. Okay. follow the path, trust yourself, keep going, Gemini. This is all I have for you for the new moon in Leo on the July 28th. If you have any questions or anything like that, or any topics, things, discussions, whatever that you want to talk about, find all that information in my bio, or I guess that would be like the discussion box, whatever. The box, the description box. There we go. Thank you. Find all that information in there. Otherwise, Gemini, I hope you have a great rest of your week and a beautiful time kind of utilizing and tapping into these energies for the new moon in Leo. Have a great day, Gemini, and I will see you later. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and it resonated with you. Thanks.